Here's how you collect a soil or compost sample for your MDD analysis. For best results, schedule your analysis ahead of time. This way we can get to your sample as soon as it arrives. Decide where you need to sample. If you're only interested in knowing what's happening within a problem area in your garden, that may be the only place you need to sample. If you want to be able to compare what's happening in one site to what's happening in another area, then you'll need at least 2, maybe 3 or more samples. Choose a day when the soil is moist but not wet. 2 or 3 days after a deep irrigation is usually good. Gather up your tools. A clean, dry apple corer is a great tool for taking soil samples. A Ziploc type sealable sandwich bag that you could write on is good, and a permanent marker. When you get to your garden site or your field site, scrape the leaves, mulch, or debris off of the surface and take your sample core from the top 4 inches of soil. This is where most of the microbial activity is going to be. Next, you place your soil core in a labeled Ziploc bag and repeat the process 5 or more times to make sure you get a representative sample that covers much of the variability within your site. All 5 samples go in a single bag, all 5 cores, and these make up 1 sample for analysis. For compost, sample cores from 5 random points within your compost pile. You may even want to dig into there and pull compost out of the middle. Seal your sample bag and put it on ice or in the refrigerator so it stays cool and the microbes don't change. Then you go to our website, download and fill out our soil test request form. Go to Grower Services, use the drop-down menu to find the soil test request form. Fill out your customer and sample information. Be sure to leave a phone number that we can call you at and a description of each sample that you include. You can use extra paper or the back side of the form to provide more details if needed. If you're mailing your sample, be sure to keep it cold and use express shipping so that we get it within 2 or 3 days of the time you take your sample. Include your sample form with your soil. You can enclose a check made payable to End-O-Fite Enterprises LLC, or you can pay on our website at endofite.com using PayPal. If you're purchasing your soil sample from a retail center, just pay them for the sample.